So yeah, lately I've been hearing how raggedy it is out here in the dating streets. I'm glad I'm taking. Kimberly,
Taken.
taking. Yeah, okay, been taken. Hey now.
Hey.
I mean, I can't even keep up with the preferred method anymore. Are we meeting on a dating app? Are we meeting at work?
Mm-hmm.
Are we meeting at school? Where are we meeting at?
Grocery store, church, like the gym.
Oh, right.
Right?
The gym. Right. Then you got the folks pausing their dating apps because they're just taking a break. You know what? I probably shouldn't even say this on air, but somebody I know, I won't say who I knew, told me that they took a pause and then they came back and like their app was popping and they just started going on dates. So sometimes it's like a good strategy. And I saw Avery just perk up just now on the sideline to go on pause because if you're looking at it every day, it's just kind of like the same stuff. But anyway, underneath all that chaos, people still want real connection, not just a relationship that looks good on Instagram or even, isn't it cuddle season right now?
Yes, because it's
Right,
cold
it's temporary, right?
outside.
So people want more, but I do believe it starts somewhere, right?
Okay.
So whether it's relationships, business, or life in general, we don't want a fake alignment. We want realness. So speaking of alignment, we have someone coming in talking about how to maintain that, how to fix it, right? And she's become an expert at it. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. And we're aligned over at Black Girl Sunscreen because they're winning an email that shouldn't have come through. So those people are not aligned with my schedule.
No.
Okay, what's going on at the office?
Okay.
Because
nice. Yes. So, well, I just wanted to talk about a product that launched in the beginning of 25 for us, and it took us into a new category, the baby category.
Okay, because I was thinking.
It's up in front of you. Yep.
Thank you.
So, BGS Baby SPF 50. It is 100% mineral formula. So, we've talked about it on previous episodes, but I wanted to bring it back because it's a formula that's not only wonderful for parents that want to introduce sun protection to their babies at 6 months, but it's also ideal for anybody in the family that has really sensitive skin. The formula is wonderful because it's ultra nourishing. It has shea butter, chamomile, and calendula that soothes while it protects. And the reason why it's great for everybody in the household, not just baby, is because it is fragrance-free, it's tear-free, and it's hypoallergenic. So if you do have eczema or any kind of skin irritation that makes your skin really sensitive, baby's ideal for that. And of course, you know, it as you can see, it rubs into the skin really nicely. So now we have product that really is literally for everybody in the family, from baby, mom, and dad.
whole family.
Whole family.
You know, what I am seeing consistently when I am by the water or in the sun is moms are putting sunscreen on their babies, plus UPF clothing.
That's right.
And I think it's just the cutest darn thing when a baby has on like their, you know, shorts and their t-shirt and their hat then a little sunscreen on their face. And doesn't make me want anything more than just to have fun outside.
That's right. And you can get it at blackgirlsunscreen.com. You can get it at Target and Amazon.
Wonderful. All right. Kimberly.
Yes.
Who do we have sitting next to us today?
Okay, so today's guest knows all about turning up the heat in love, in life, and in purpose. She is a true force in the world of love and connection. She's the founder and CEO of The Spicy Life, a relationship expert and a master of helping people tap into their confidence and attracting long-lasting connections they truly deserve. Whether she's coaching clients, lighting up a stage, or dropping gems on social media, she's all about helping us show up as our most powerful, authentic selves. Please welcome to the show, a true force in the world of love and connection, the one and the only Spicy Mari.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hype me up.
We hyping you. We hyping
Oh
you.
my God, throw my God.
Ow! What other sounds you got? Ow! Give me another sound. Yes.
I like that one.
Hey,
I got you. Thank you for having
Yes,
me.
we're so excited.
We jumping right into it though about love and relationships.
Ooh, my favorite topic.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us how you became a relationship and intimacy expert.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the origin. Okay, little girl, obsessed with men and trying to help my mother get me a daddy. So imagine 5-year-old me, right? Super cute.
Of course.
Adorbs. And didn't have my father in the picture, so I felt like my home deserves to have 2 parents. I'm going to set my mom up. So I'm going to every single man at the grocery store, gas station, wherever a man
And she didn't put
exists.
you up to this.
No. I was like, Mom, you ain't doing something right. Let me help you out, because we should have a daddy for me by now. Because there was this, I didn't know it was comparison at the time, but I'm like, why do they have 2 parents? Why don't I? And my mom was, she was a baddie. And so I'm like, what are we doing? And a good heart. And so going up to men, setting her up by her 3rd marriage, right? Because we had a high success rate. By her 3rd marriage, she was like, my daughter has a gift. However, these relationships keep failing. You go to school and you figure out why. Figure out what is going on in the world, because your obsession with the family unit, your obsession with men, your obsession with relationships, you need the education that I didn't have behind it. And from UC Berkeley to women's studies at Spelman to my master's at USC, I developed the spicy method. And that spicy method I applied to all my friends and eventually all my clients, right? And eventually myself. And was able to have a tried, true, and tested method that actually does help.
So talk to us about the spicy. What does spicy mean, the letters?
Great question.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
SPICY. Everybody thinks that it's like, oh, this like fiery Latina, and which I am. Okay.
You call yourself a Black Tina?
A Latina.
Uh-huh.
So some people call it Afro Latina. I call it Latina because I'm Black and Mexican.
Okay.
So, and I have Yaqui blood in me too. So there's some warrior in me. But the point of spicy and where it comes from and where it originates was in my studies. In my master's program, developing the spicy method of finding that the 5 ingredients that you need for a healthy relationship are SPICY. So you need to know self.
Okay.
Okay. You need to have passion. You need to have a clear understanding of intimacy and how to create it. You need to have phenomenal communication. And you also need to learn to say yes. Yes to learning, yes to the unknown, yes to the things that are requiring negotiation and holding you back. SPICY, spicy.
I got it. And I got it, but all the things that you just said for that acronym, I think are key.
Yeah.
I'm newly wedded.
Congratulations.
I know it's somebody else too, but we won't talk about it.
Oh, why can't we talk about it?
Well, I'll let that person decide if we're going to talk about it or not.
Can that person decide for us to talk about it?
So, yeah, I'm newlywed, and the things that you just mentioned, right, are constantly in my mind, and I'm thinking about it as a female, and I'm wondering if my partner now, new husband, is thinking about it, and I'm like, are we seeing these things the same way? Are we hearing it the same way? Like, what is going on? So I'm going to share your acronym with him. But, seriously, because in order for it to work, the communication is like so key, right? And I always say, like, if I'm with you, why would you say no to me on anything?
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not going to say no to you.
Word. I hate it.
Yes. So those were the 2 that stood out for me was the C and the Y.
Yeah.
Because no doesn't even exist in my vocabulary.
I love that. I love that.
In regards to the relationship. So you talk about attracting your purpose mate. What does that mean? And what are the steps?
So a purpose mate is
like, is my mate is that my purpose?
We would have
mate?
to test for that. And this is how you identify it, right?
Yeah.
Because And it's okay if he is not. I want you guys to understand that, okay? There are a lot of different mates that you will have in this lifetime. You can have a playmate. You can have a, play date. You can have a purpose mate, which is what I am for. And you can have a soulmate. There's a variety of different things that, a twin flame. You can have all of these relationships. I am team and pro purpose mate, okay? This is a partner who is a part of your mission and journey for what God has intended for your life. And they're there to help you in any form, way, shape, ascend to the best version of you. Okay, they're there to help you fulfill your purpose. And they're on not only that walk with you, but they're responsible for your life. Every decision that they make is for the greater purpose. Okay, what did we agree to do? What is our mission? And does this serve our goal? The goals that we committed to at the beginning of the relationship, is this going to serve that? If it's not, we need to abort. We need to abandon ship and redirect where our energy is going. So a lot of people don't need to have a purpose mate because, one, they don't know their purpose, they don't know where they're going, and they're just bumbling around. Some people just want yummy, delicious love. A purpose mate is going to hold you accountable. A purpose mate is going to help you with those poor decision-making habits that you have. A purpose mate is going to say, okay, where are our weaknesses? This is where we can grow. A purpose mate isn't just for you to play around with and have a good time and be happy 24/7.
They had to get on your nerves.
A purpose mate gets on your nerves, okay?
But
On your nerves.
can't the purpose mate also be the other kind of mates you just mentioned, the fun, yummy mates
Oh my
too?
God, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you should have those things, right? The passion in your relationship, which is extremely important, is something, though, that you have to be extremely intentional about creating, because life throws at you responsibilities, challenges. When you are on your purpose and your journey, it's not fun 24/7. So you and your purpose mate need to be very intentional about putting fun on your to-do list.
Got you. Okay. That makes sense.
But that's not to say that they are going to be boring just because you guys are being purpose-driven. But at the end of the day, if you've taken my spicy program, you know how to add spice to whatever it is you're doing.
I see. Okay, so I have a question on that, though. So what are most people, because you also coach people that are already in relationships,
Yep, I do singles
right?
and couples.
Okay, so what are most people getting wrong? Because I think that you have a lot of people that have been in relationships that just weren't successful.
Yeah.
And so they're doing the apps, they're doing all the things, and they're just ready to give up. So what do you find that most
for
people
couples?
Are doing wrong?
For couples, a lot of us have this idea in our mind about what a relationship is supposed to look like, what our roles are supposed to be, and don't discuss it with the other person, right? So it's this next level expectation without the communication. And so that part makes it very challenging when, well, you should know to do this, and you should feel this way, and you should say this to me, and your response should be X, Y, and Z. And it's like, but that's not necessarily who I am, or that's not what you communicated you needed. So a lot of times it looks like a lack of awareness. It looks like a lack of communication, right? It looks like them not doing SPICY. Like, it looks like them not being vulnerable. It looks like them not saying yes and fighting back. There's a lot of the challenges that people experience that is, they got to get out of their own way. They have these expectations and they're not communicating them. And they didn't get with the person who knows how to fulfill them.
Okay. So do you find then that part of what you do is trying to maybe deprogram people in the way they think about relationships, whether it's single people looking to be in a relationship or people already in a relationship and struggling?
Yes. So think of it as, there being a malfunction in your software and you were programmed a certain way, right? That would be our childhood. That would be the environment that we grew up in. And that would be the relationships that we experienced. All those program us, right? There's a message that's downloaded called our belief system that now shapes the way that we respond to each other, the way that we interact with one another. And we have to literally transform our perspective in order to fuel our connection. So with my singles, it's very much like, okay, what do you believe about self and what do you believe about relationships? Where did that message come from? What program did you download? And then how do we transform that so that you can see the outlook so much differently? The outlook very much creates the behavior and the patterns and the habits. So I can tell right away when someone comes to me if they really believe that they're going to attract their purpose mate. Okay, well, sis, you think you're on the trajectory of love, but you're not doing anything to to attract the person. You're not doing anything to pour into your love cup. You're not connecting with even the opposite sex on a daily basis. What are we doing here?
They don't know what they're doing. That's why they came to you.
Yeah.
So.
They don't.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it takes them a long time to get to that point, right?
Yeah.
I will have people that are like, well, I've been following you for 5 years. And I'm like, girl, you know how many men we could have got you right now had you come a little sooner? But it's like, they have to be ready. They have to be ready and willing. It's more than just, I want a man. I'm willing to do the work that it takes.
What do you think about Patty the matchmaker?
Patty Sandberg?
Yes.
I appreciate her starting, right? The popularity
Yeah.
from a public display of media about relationships and matchmaking. Now, do I align with her value system? No.
Okay.
Because it's not about the money. She's very much about, millionaire, how much does he make, what kind of lifestyle he's going to give you. While those things are important, I'm about purpose. So sometimes it looks like us climbing and building the ladder to the next level together.
So with that, though, it made it feel like this what women should aspire to be. This is the man that we should all want to be. And that's the man that can financially take care of you, right? So it was like, yes, I want to be connected to Patty because there's a possibility that my life will be softer and easier if I were to get to one of these guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Okay.
There's a clientele specifically for Patty.
What about Brokey?
And there's a clientele
what about
for
a
Spicy
Brokey?
Matty.
What about a Brokey? Yeah, because
like a broke dude?
both.
Okay.
Right? Because
well, they belong. Okay, so we're going to talk about money. Okay, let's talk about money. And if I talk about money, I also have to talk about beauty. Okay? So beauty affords you the ability to be able to surpass the economic status that you were born into. Okay, it affords you, there's certain pretty girl privileges. Let's talk about that. That everybody in this room benefits from. Don't lie. And
you don't lie.
Yeah.
Hey.
In the sense of, I understood that very young, right?
Yeah.
Like I got that from a very young age, but that is not
your mom
enough.
was
Because my mom was the mom. Okay,
Yeah.
my mom was on every hair relaxer box that you could. Like my mom did the Soul Train dancer. My mom did the thing, but that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for her to stay married. That wasn't enough for her to be in a healthy relationship. That wasn't enough for me to have a daddy. That wasn't enough to keep a man. Beauty is not everything. And no matter how much money, because my mother has also been with wealthy men, as have I, the money is not enough to sustain the purpose, the fulfillment, the wholeness that you experience when you have deep-rooted love. And a lot of people are working backwards. We're looking at the superficial elements, right? What lifestyle can they provide? And then I'm going to work backwards to their value system, their character, their spirituality, their ability to communicate. Like those are core elements that protection, like those are core elements that you need to look at. And because we're working backwards from either a visual standpoint or a financial standpoint, we lose sight of the real goal, which is our hearts, our souls.
So move forward then, right? So start with the values, start with the communication, and then you get to the top and there's not much in that bank account.
Yes, but what I call this is the spicy pizza.
Okay.
So the spicy pizza is the foundation, the crust.
like this? Yeah.
Think of it like this, okay?
Yep.
So what holds a pizza up and holds it together is the crust, right? That's the element, the base. That is your 5 core values. These are the 5 things that I believe make a good human being. Write those things down. The next part is the sauce, okay? What is the treatment that I need to feel loved and to give love? What is this person doing? How do they serve me? How do they show up for me? How do they make me feel? Write those 5 things down. The last part is the toppings. What is the superficial elements that I need to be excited, to want to get butt naked for this person? And those are negotiable. Those are negotiable. The toppings, though, is how we've been dating in society, working our way down. Toppings, then let me find out how this person treats me, then let me see if they're a good human, versus good human, how do they treat me? What do they look like? What can they afford?
Because unfortunately, that's just how it unfolds, though, right? You won't know how they're going to treat you if you're not really attracted. You know what I mean? I feel like it's chicken before the egg.
But what
Egg
are we
for
attracted
chicken.
to? So if I only have my eyes set on a 6'5" millionaire, do you know how many good people I just wiped off the table because that's the toppings that I had my eyes set on? I just eliminated 99% of the world's population because of that superficial element. And that's the society that we're living in. With dating apps, it's making us do that as well. We're throwing away good human beings and swiping past them because we have a certain look in our mind that we want for a partner.
Do you think this plays into your definition of sexual intelligence?
So I think that there's several different forms of intelligence, right? I think that we can be attracted to someone intellectually. I also think that we can be attracted to someone sexually. When you have sexual intelligence, that's not just you understanding sex. That's not you just comprehend. You also understand genders. And you also understand what roles and expectations you have for each one. You also can communicate those things effectively and create next level of sexual intimacy when you have and establish that bond with someone. But if you yourself are uneducated about it, you expect for somebody else to teach you versus you, let me get the tools. If this person may not know everything they should, I can coach them, right? Like that's the power that I give people. I can give you the tools to then go and coach that person versus just throwing that person away because you don't understand, the male species or the female species. You don't understand how to guide your partner to their greatness.
You're optimistic.
Oh, you have to be.
Yeah, I love it.
And we're living in a very pessimistic society right now. Everybody wants to throw each other away. People want to tap out. They want to give up. All of it.
Kimberly.
Okay. I want you to coach right now.
Okay.
So what can our listeners do to keep their relationships spicy? Especially if they're in one that maybe it's kind of lost some of its spice.
Yeah.
So I guess how do you get it back? Or for those that have it, how do you keep it?
Okay. So.
And this is using the model, though.
Okay,
Yes.
We can absolutely use SPICY. I'll even use a particular client. His woman is feeling like he's falling short in the romance department. She's not feeling special. She's not feeling beautiful. Working with the couple, I'm able to guide him effectively through, okay, let's get into her mind, right? Not what you want, because you want your alone time, but let's talk about what she needs. What is going to put a smile on her face, right? So with him, I'm making a calendar of messages that we're not only going to send to her to affirm her and how much you care about her and her beauty and how great she's doing as a mom and a wife and an entrepreneur. We put those on the calendar. We also set up the flower delivery, right? We also go into, okay, what are just some little snacks? Because it doesn't have to be high-ticket items, even though she has expensive taste. We start with what are her favorite things to receive, right? What's in her Amazon cart? Men don't even look to see what's in your chick's Amazon cart. Like, start
might not
there.
have my password.
But like, I'm just like, there's so many things that like women, we're very transparent about like what we like and what we want. And what happens is because men are afraid of the failure component, some are just like not as thoughtful of us. So with that, we actually have to remind them more about what we need. But usually they want to please us. But if there's not a return on the reward system, right? If they do something and then they don't receive the, great job, I really appreciated that, I love that, thank you so much, you're like the best, you're a king. If they don't receive that, then there's no incentive or motivation to keep doing it, right? So so my client wanted a return on the investment, right? He's like, okay, I'm going to do this whole calendar. She better love all this. But because we're doing things that we have studied, that we know, that we understand, we put all of those things on the calendar. This day, you're going to give her a back rub.
But what did he want in return for that? What did he want?
For her pleasure, for her happiness?
Yeah.
Her to stop nagging him, for him to not be in trouble anymore.
Okay.
For her to appreciate what he is doing.
Okay.
And for her to be more excited about sex.
Okay.
Because when you feel a lack of care, when you feel a lack of understanding, when you feel like you're not seen, our libido goes down as a woman. We're like, oh, no, the shop is closed. Like, you haven't done nothing to make me feel loved and seen this entire month. And you think, like, when you do, the little tap, while, yes, we signed up for that, we can't pretend like emotions don't take over.
Say it
we can't
again,
pretend.
baby. Say it again. Say it again. They just be like, already. You're like, huh? Wait, we ain't even talked like for 2 days, bro.
For 2 days. 2 days.
2 days. I'm pretty.
We're like, warm up the spot a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Warm it up a little bit. Like, at least trick me and like pretend like you cared about my day and rub my back.
Can you rub my back? What about my feet? Anything? Shoulders?
But that's my
Can I
spicy
take a
tip.
shower?
That's my spicy tip right there. I have to tell these men and women, because us women are not, we're not innocent. Pretend to care. Pretend to freaking care. You don't have to mean it. I don't have to mean that this is the best outfit that you've ever worn or that I think you're the greatest king in the world. Like, no. But if you need to hear today that you're a leader, I'm going to gas you the hell up. Because when you feel that, the return that I get is the reciprocity. The return that I get from you being excited and happy and feeling confident with me pours into me. But we forget that element. We're like, well, I shouldn't have to boost his ego up. And he's like, I shouldn't have to tell her she's beautiful every single day. Then y'all don't like to win and get your way.
But what about the overkill of telling the woman that she is beautiful every single day?
I got the solution. Spicy tip. If she has a hard time receiving compliments or affirmations and she's like, oh gosh, like it doesn't mean anything anymore because you tell me all the time. Whatever her response is to that, right? Because some of us we're bashful too. Tell your boys on the phone. Tell your family members when you're talking to them, man, my girl was looking good today when she stepped out to go to her iHeart show on, Shamelessly Shontay. She had this little black turtleneck on and, little white skirt that was just hugging her booty just right. That will put a smile on your face instantly if you overhear him bragging about how good you look to his boy.
Yeah, well, I don't have a comeback for that. But I don't even think... I don't even think I'll be privy to even hear a conversation like that ever.
Why?
Because I don't be around when they're on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He has to be
Kimberly,
intentional.
You ever be around? Or you?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Uh-huh. It is nice when you hear the person that you love saying really nice things about you to someone else.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Even if it's to his mama, because y'all will really score extra cool points. You give the accolades when the mama's on the phone. Like, yeah, mom, she made my favorite thing. Or, yeah, mom, dang, I got the most beautiful wife. When your partner overhears you doing the compliments, they start popping their collar real quick. Like, we need those affirmations, even if we're in denial. But it very much helps when you overhear it. So even if your man, like, you're not privy to the conversations, he need to just call, Tommy, I need to talk to you real quick. My wife was walking in.
So I had somebody helping me do something, right? And he walked in. She said, oh, your husband's fine. I said, I was, like, shocked. Like, why would you say that? But
why would you say he's fine?
I just didn't. I just thought it was inappropriate.
To say that your husband's fine?
Like, kind of.
Oh, my God. Why?
Because I hired her to do something. Like, Kimberly, I can't see your face. Like, what do you think?
I think it's great when somebody compliments my husband.
Yes,
I love it.
I just was caught off guard because we there doing something together.
Yes.
And she said it, and I'm just like, huh?
Okay, so from a professional standpoint,
I wasn't like mad.
From a professional standpoint, I see where you're coming from, right? Because it's kind of like, that's a little low-key disrespectful because now the relationship isn't as professional. You're taking it more personal, right? Because that's a personal thing, his beauty, that you own.
I'm like, what?
But at the same time...
And then, the follow-up question, not to cut you off.
Okay.
The follow-up question is, does he have any friends?
Of course.
That's the follow-up.
Okay, so one, I'm play devil's advocate. She's human. Mm. But the second element is, is your husband attractive? Is your man attractive?
To me, yes.
Okay. Also to the world. So I doubt that you have bad taste. People notice that he's attractive. Receive that compliment versus the offense of it and be like, yeah, girl, I know. I'm so lucky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I still was shocked, though. Come on, y'all. Y'all wouldn't be shocked like, oh.
No, because mine is fine. I would not be shocked.
I hope my husband's colleagues are like, ooh, you got a bad.
So I don't want that for me.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want that for me. I mean, they got eyes. They don't need to speak on it.
Oh, you want silence? Oh my God, that is so unnatural. Nothing is better than somebody bragging about your selection, like your selection meet.
Yeah, but it boosts, right? Like, so if your man goes into a room with Kimberly Murray on their arm, they're going to be like, people are going to come talk to him, right? Because of you too. Does that make sense?
Okay, break that down.
All right, so
What
if
did you
y'all
say?
go to like a gala, right, or a Christmas
Okay.
party, and you're on your husband's arm.
I'm on his arm. Okay.
You're on your husband's arm.
Okay, we're on their arms.
Y'all look good.
We
You're
look
dressed
good.
up.
Okay.
People are coming to them like, oh, people, maybe they never even talked to them before, just because you are with them.
Yes.
So for me, it's like a status build, right? Like
Yes.
oh, he got a bad chick, a beautiful woman. How'd that happen? So for me, how do you achieve it? How do you achieve? No, seriously, like how do you achieve it? How do you get this type of woman? How do you get this caliber of woman?
Yes.
That's what I mean. So
I understand that. It does do that. Yes.
Yes.
People are defined
yes.
by their
So
partner.
so for me, I'm just like, nah, chill with all that. I'd rather just be low key. That's all.
Wait, but I'm so confused.
What?
Why is it not the same compliment back to you though? When she's like, "Ooh, you bagged a baddie," or the male version of that would be.
Because I know what I
would you
can
call
do,
that?
but
What's called baddie for a guy?
he's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, he look good.
You don't got a new
looks
word
good.
for him?
Well, he's, or nah, it depends on the type of person, right? Your husband's hot. Your husband's hot. He's fine. He looks good. Or, how did y'all meet? I think that's like a roundabout question.
That
Like,
is.
oh, how did y'all meet?
But I think that it's okay to say that your partner is attractive, right? I think that it also makes you feel, or usually naturally, it'll make you feel good, like you selected, somebody who's highly desired and sought after. But I don't think that it's used as
You know what it is?
how did you get
I'm
him?
protective.
That's what I'm hearing. What
I'm
I'm hearing
protective.
What I'm hearing is here comes a threat.
Not at all. Not even. Just more of
But then what are you protecting?
me, my heart.
From what? You're protecting your heart from what?
Anything.
Tell me worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, she
Anything.
thinks my husband is attractive and she
Not just about her.
No, but I want to use that example. Worst
Okay.
case scenario, because you said you're protecting. Worst case scenario, she thinks that my husband is attractive, and that will evoke what? Tell me the outcome.
Good for him. That's the outcome.
But what are you protecting
My heart.
from?
Anything. That's what, like, I didn't really think that deep into it. I was just like surprised just because I hired her to do something.
Is this how you talk to your husband?
Oh no,
Pretend I'm your husband.
can't.
Babe, what are you protecting your heart
Because
from?
he can't have that type of conversation.
Why?
He's very simplistic. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say so are you. I'm gonna say you
no,
guys.
you can't because I'm not. Because I'm not.
So use the language. There's language right now that you're not using. I want an example of try to explain to me what you're protecting your heart from.
Oh, heartbreak, right?
But
And-
what do we think is? Walk me through. Okay, I'm thinking that she's gonna try to steal his number out of my phone.
No.
I'm thinking that she's gonna think
wasn't
I'm not good enough, and that she's going to. There's something that your mind is telling
That
you.
wasn't the case at all when she said it. I was just surprised in the context. We were working together, right? That's it. I hired her. She was in my home. That's another thing, right? I'm a very private
your home.
person. Yes, I'm in my home. So when people come in your home, like, just stay in your lane.
Did you look at it as you're lusting my partner?
No.
What are we protecting then? Tell me use words. Find the language.
My privacy, all of it, like my heart, all of it. I was just very surprised. And let me change that. I was just very surprised that she said it outwardly. It's one thing to think it, but then to actually say it in a professional setting.
I was nervous that I would be hurt in this situation because.
No, there isn't anything to finish that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're trying to pull and get me to say something that isn't there, right? And I'm just telling you that when she said it, I was surprised. A, we're in a professional setting. B, she's in my home. And even if she thought it, I don't think it was necessary for her to say. And that's really it.
Okay, I'm gonna phone a friend. Do you understand what I'm trying to get from her?
I think so.
Okay, so.
What do you think she's trying to get from me, though?
We're having this is something that.
Like a block, right?
No, not a block. This is something that when you're talking to someone, so I'm gonna give you like a communication spicy tip right here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're homegirls, and you did something to me, right? And I'm trying to like walk you through helping me be better for you so that I can have a clear understanding. And we do this often in relationships, even with our men. We're like, well, you aren't thoughtful enough, or you could hurt me, or you. And so what I'm responding with is, give me an example. Give me an example of worst case scenario. Walk me through what those actions look like. Paint the picture for me. Because men are very visual learners as well, right? They like picture books. So draw the picture for me so that I can imagine it, so that I can have a clear understanding. And you, by just using descriptive words and not painting the story for me, I can't imagine the scenario of why you would need to protect your heart, because you won't paint it for me. Well, I need to protect my heart because he's hurt me before. And last time he cheated on me, it was because of another woman. Like, you're holding on to something that you don't want to give, and I don't know if it's communication or you're protecting your relationship.
So it's not the cheating part or anything like that.
Oh, that was just an example. I'm sorry. I also don't mean to.
It's literally just me, right? But I also am retracting my statement of protecting my heart because
taking that back.
Yeah. Okay. Because more importantly, it was about the professionalism.
It was very unprofessional. Very.
Yes, and surprising. So because it was unprofessional, and that's not how I view that.
She felt very comfortable. She's like, "Oh, I can say this, sir."
Too quick, but I'm also cool like that.
You are cool like that,
right? So there it was. Yeah, nothing more, nothing less.
I'm gonna have this conversation with you off air.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna circle back to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Because you retracted the statement. I'm like, okay.
Let's get this game going though, because I think we got.
Yeah,
we got a lot
Can
to go
I take
on
it?
this.
Yeah, because okay,
we over.
Okay, Spicy. So we like to play a game, and basically I'll throw out like a word or a phrase, and then you'll just you can say yeah or not, or you can give your response some context, which is what I'm hoping you'll do on some of these.
Yes, I'm a context person.
Okay, good. And then Shontay will give her yeah or not, and then I'll give mine. Okay.
Is Avery popping in, or are we gonna?
And Avery, our host that's off camera, is going to slide in because he's going to definitely have a point of view on some of these too. And we want a male's point of view on some of these.
Let's do it.
So, okay.
Are we ending on Avery, or you want to start with Avery?
Avery can come in. And then, okay, I'll start with Avery. Do you want to do that?
Start Mark.
And then go Avery, then go you.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the first one.
Y'all are close. Oh.
Okay. First one. Sending spicy selfies to your partner.
To your partner?
Yes.
Can I ask questions, or do I just say
okay.
Are you going to define partner?
Well, yeah, I want to know what the status is.
Okay. You are in a relationship with this person. Oh.
What type of relationship?
How long have we been together?
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say nah.
Interesting. Okay.
If there's a ring on it, I'm going to say yeah. If there ain't a ring on it, then I'm going to say nah.
Interesting.
Good. Are we hopping back, or are we doing like a...
We're going to go with you, and then we're going to go to Shontay.
Like me sending? It was me sending or her sending? Or either.
You.
I mean, if she wants that, sure.
But you don't want
Why
that.
not? I mean, I'd take them, yeah. But for me, I don't need that in a relationship. But I'll take
Is
it.
it a yeah or nah?
I'll say yeah.
Sending spicy selfies to my partner, now husband. Yeah.
Partner and a husband. See, look, he said yeah.
Yeah.
But like, second boyfriend, we don't talk to no more? Nah.
I hate that. I hate that word.
You hate the word husband?
Boyfriend.
Oh. Why do you hate the word boyfriend?
I don't know. That's just, I'd rather partner than boyfriend. But so.
Ooh, I have so many questions for you. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes.
Spicy.
So
but yes. There's degrees of spicy now.
That's what there is.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
But a lot of us don't play by those rules, and we send like full frontal, head, everything in it, and it's like, girl, now you're plastered all over the internet because you don't want to be with him no more.
What you got, Kimberly?
I mean, yeah, but
So
again, I'm sending them. Okay,
give us
and
some,
I'm accepting
give us some shoulder.
So, okay. Next one: scheduling intimacy to keep it consistent?
1,000%, yeah. 1,000%. Sex is on my calendar.
On the calendar.
Absolutely.
So, and is that something that you really encourage the people that you're coaching and
1,000%. Because life responsibilities happen, and we think that it needs to be like spontaneous sex, and oh, but I want just to walk in and be thrown against the wall, and it's like there's so much going on in our lives, from work, as career women, to children, to just outside obligations, friends, family, all the things. My grandma just died on Tuesday. Like, I'm not gonna remember to be intimate with you.
She
and
didn't
so,
know, right?
No, she really did.
I'm sorry to hear
but
that.
I know it's not. But I was just using that as an example. Like this week, if I did not have sex on my calendar, right, I wouldn't be thinking about it. But when it pops up, it reminds me and it puts it back at the forefront of my to-do list. Like, oh my gosh, you know what? I probably would feel better if we connected. I do need to tap in with my partner. I haven't really shared with him. And it also gives you something to look forward to that you both now have on the list of like, ooh, well, let me make sure I wash my ass crack tonight, because I'm gonna get some. Like, you're more intentional about your day.
You got to be clean. Got to.
Do you have kids yet?
No.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to be a mother?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. I was on the fence.
Off air.
I was on the fence too. But when I tell you these little creatures take over, you got to be intentional about everything. Friendships, work, everything goes on the to-do list now. Everything.
Okay.
What is yours? Yay and nay?
I'll go with yay. I'll go with yeah. But for me, I don't think I don't have kids, haven't been with a partner that has kids, so I don't think it's ever needed that degree of scheduling where it's like, we need to know down to the second when this is happening. I feel like definitely scheduling like a date night, making sure that happens. But I don't know if it's literally like sex is on the calendar.
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
Why is date night on the calendar but not sex?
I mean, just because it feels to me more artificial. It feels like it takes a little bit of the romance out of it to some degree.
But not the date night that you schedule.
But the date night, it feels like, I don't
Because
know.
you about to get someone on a date night.
Yeah, it's like a little bit more romance. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yes,
you're
but
expecting it
but
on
straight
date
up like
night.
going on the
He just
Google
noted
Calendar being like
SEX.
SEX feels.
But now I know when I see date night.
Disagree.
weekend time.
I think it's sexy, so I have no problems putting SEX on the calendar. But I also like
I like it.
spontaneity, so I think both is great.
It
I
gives
might start just sending
it
these
gives room.
invites.
So do it.
It gives room for spontaneity. It's not to say that spontaneity is off the table.
Right.
It's just like we're not going to forget about this very important
That's
thing
right.
in our relationship. What about
yeah, I'm very bad at it because I'll definitely be like later or tomorrow.
IOUs all over the house. She got post-its of IOUs.
And it comes to later or tomorrow, and this man is ready. And I'm like, sorry, I gotta finish this. But then he'll wake up. I'm ready.
Are you done? Are you done with your work?
Yeah. So I think it's great to have a moment where you're putting time aside for each other. I just think it's about the commitment for me and keeping it consistent.
If it was on the calendar, would you?
Listen, I want him to be excited about it, and I know he would look forward to it, and I want him to be happy about it. It's just I might get to that point, and it's 12.
Oh, you're saying you don't think you'd be able to keep the calendar invite commitment?
That's the only thing.
I mean, but that's what
I'm
the
bad at it.
rescheduling time is for. So you just slide down on the Google, and you're just like, I said 1 a.m. I really mean 2. 2 a.m.
That's great. It's great.
Okay. Talking about fantasies with your partner.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. I have an entire book of like, it's all the positions you want to try. So it's like, I'm going to bookmark this page. See this position? This is how I want you to like prop me up and hold me. I want this right here. I want you to do. Because our imagination is like our creative juices go to so much around work now, because work is not just work anymore. Now work is like 10 additional responsibilities that our ancestors did not have to worry about. And so our creative juices are constantly like putting out elsewhere and not inner, right? Like not into our relationship. And so sometimes I need those picture books to be like, okay, what's on the menu for this week, right? Like it's very helpful.
Yeah, I'm fully with you. I feel like the number of people, you got to find out. I feel like you don't find out unless you ask questions. And I feel like a lot of men can be nervous about that. Like, is this going to be a deal breaker? Like, what am I going to find out? And I'm like, the number of things I have found out where I'm like, really? She's like, yep. I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. So I feel like you don't know unless you ask. So
There you go.
I'm all
See,
for
I
it.
like that policy.
I just sent videos.
Videos of what you want to try?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I've never tried that.
I just sent videos.
Okay. With the
So,
videos.
yeah, because my person is a visual person. Like he just let me figure out how to do it. Okay, that's how you want to be held. Okay, let me figure out how to all this stuff. Yeah, 'cause the explaining by words isn't enough for him.
He needs to see like
Yeah.
the breakdown. That's good. That's good that you know that for sure.
Okay, so videos noted, books, and I'm a yes. Okay.
Okay.
Toys in the bedroom.
Yes. And on myself, not on my partner. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
I'm married to a Jamaican.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, we can get as creative as you want on you.
Yeah.
We can fulfill whatever picture book you want on you. He's like, but, you know, we're going to respect my boundaries too. I'm like, okay.
He don't want to be tickled.
I
Right?
yeah,
Nothing.
pretty much,
Right?
pretty-
It's just
pretty
the
much.
culture.
But at the same time, like, I'm accepting, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm still getting mine. Like, trust me, every time is guaranteed for, you know, me to be satisfied. So,
Do you find that as though like kind of like a one-way street? Like you're okay with it?
what do you mean? That he doesn't need as much theatrics as I do?
Yeah.
No, I'm perfectly fine with it. I think that I respect, you know, his boundaries the same way that I would want him to respect mine. You know, I have boundaries as well. Even certain rules that I've established in my relationship that I'm like, should this happen in the day, I need to be notified immediately. And he doesn't have those same expectations. He's like, okay, well, that works for you. I'll respect that. That doesn't work for me.
Because I'm like, well, why do women have to do it anally, but the men don't? Like,
Oh, see, we don't do anal.
okay, go ahead.
Now you're throwing it to me.
Next question. Let's go
Sorry
to
to
the
tell
next
ya.
question. Let's go to the next question.
I feel like it's like two different things, though. I feel like for me, if you need something, like whatever it takes to start the fire. I'm like, if it's a blowtorch, if it's sticks.
Now you burn the pubes off.
I know what I'm saying, like to get the fire going. I'm like, we got a magnifying glass, we got sticks, whatever gets the fire going
magnifying- you got a
is what I'm
fire?
talking about. Light the fire is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
He's gonna
saying.
burn your pubes off before he finds
like-
it.
Not a literal blowtorch, but
He
that's
did-
what I'm saying.
He did let me melt some candle wax and put it on him.
Yeah, like
yeah.
whatever you need to get where you got to go, I'm all for it. I feel like on me, it depends on what it is. I feel like it's got to be something I'm into.
Yeah.
What about just a blindfold?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, why not? I'm like, I will.
You
I
want
am.
like whips and chains and stuff?
Nah, we're just talking toys.
Yeah, I'm open to trying most things once. Now, if I don't like it, I'm not going to be like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing any more of that. But most things I will try. I will at least entertain.
I love
Especially
it. We're
if you are
open-minded.
really into it.
We're open-minded.
If you're just kind of like, meh, and it's an extreme thing, I'm like, then I don't know if we need
You'll
to.
speak up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kimberly is just getting out of all this. She's like, yes,
Yeah.
no.
I should be pushing you the way that.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Open relationships can work.
At the Spicy Life, I am 1,000% against open relationships. Commitment or nothing. And I'm not the coach for you. If you want to be in open relationships or relationships that lack discipline and commitment, I am not the coach or the company for you, or the partner.
So that goes for things like polyamory, and because we're learning all of these
Yeah.
new words, and it's like, are these things more common than we
Ethical
realize?
non-monogamy, right? Like
Yeah.
that is, everywhere you see now. Open relationships do not, to me, in my experience and with my clients, establish a strong foundation of safety and security. Even no matter how many rules you create, if you are in a relationship where you have to or want to share your partner, we are opening Pandora's box. And you're going to come to me to try to close it.
Yeah, this was kind of prompted because I went on a date with a girl who is poly, and I think she would push back on the idea of not requiring discipline. I think, but to me, that discipline is like, if we need all these boundaries for it to be sustained, is this something that should be happening? Like, if it takes all this just to entertain this idea, I'm like, maybe it's not meant to.
Do you have boundaries in the workboundaries?
Yeah, I'm saying for me, it's a nah.
But this is my pushback to people.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you have boundaries in the workplace? Do you have boundaries in your diet? Do you have boundaries with your friends?
But I think they would argue
right?
there are boundaries, and
Yeah.
if we have just the right boundaries, we can make the polyamory work, or we can make this thing work. Where it's like, I could love more than one person. And for me, I'm like,
So
I
you
don't know
with
if
it
you
or
could-
you're not with it?
I'm saying nah. In terms of, I feel like if I really care for somebody, I'm not.
You don't.
I'm not sharing that
Right,
person.
You don't want to share them.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's not. Yeah, and it challenges the safety and security. It
100%.
wreaks havoc on your esteem. Go ahead.
For me, nope. He cannot. Can I? Yes.
Wait, what?
Gotta love it.
Yeah. Okay. Nope.
Oh, no context needed.
I have so many questions. So many questions. I'm gonna be respectful to the host.
I'm a nah. Nah. Okay.
Remember on the last episode, he can't even talk to the ex when we had Foreman.
Okay. Sleeping in separate bedrooms.
So I know and understand the health benefits of it. Okay. The challenge with the space is that we are already so much limited in our time and our dedication to intimacy that and sometimes, and it's not just the sexual component, right? Sometimes it's just the affection even. We are limited in what we dedicate to our partner. So I do see sleeping together in the same bed as an opportunity to, even if it's not reconnecting sexually, affectionately. And so sleeping in two different beds limits that. It limits that. And I think that we need more of it. I think there's a huge push to disconnect from each other when we actually need reconnection. What about you?
Yeah, I get it in terms of, for me, it's a nah, or maybe it would be kind of sometimes not. I don't think it would be full-time separate beds with my partner. I feel like I'm very, like, physical connection first. I feel like that's an important part of me being in a relationship. So I could understand it for sleep if we're like, hey, we hung out literally until it's time, like, good night, I'm going into the other bedroom. But if it's like fully, like, the year's done, I'm closing the door, I'm watching my shows, I'm like, I don't know if I'm down with that. So I could see it. I've never engaged with that.
Yeah.
I would try it, but I don't know if that would ultimately be fulfilling for me.
Well, I need the pillow talk. I need all the, there's so much that happens in the bedroom I need.
Absolutely.
You would sleep in separate beds.
I currently do, and I love it, and I advocate
I
for
hear
it.
great things about it.
Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
it's fantastic.
I don't even like him falling asleep on the couch.
No.
I'm tapping him.
I'm saying sleeping in separate bedrooms. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't even like my man sleeping on the couch. Like, I'm like tapping him to wake up to get back in my bed, like to get in our bed. But I understand the health benefits of sleeping separately.
Yeah. But listen, I wouldn't go back to it.
So then you do have to schedule your intimacy, no?
No, we do some sleepovers, but it's like, you know, it might be like morning. Hey, you want to do a sleepover night? Yeah, sure. And it could just be to watch a show.
Yeah.
Right? I don't actually have TVs in my space. He has TVs in his space. So if we're going to watch a show, then we have to go in his space.
How far is his bedroom from yours?
Far?
Oh, okay, he's long distance.
Nope. It's just
Other side of
across
the house. Other wing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So for me, I love privacy. We also have very different schedules.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm not quite the morning person and he is, it just works out. I'm at my best around like 11, 12, and he's sleeping.
Yeah.
So for us, it works very, very well. I don't want to share a bathroom. I don't want to hear fart noises. I don't want.
Is he as busy with work as you are? Because you run an entire empire. Does he also run an empire?
He's extremely consumed.
Okay.
Like extremely consumed. So it works.
It
out
gives
for
you
us
guys
to-
space to consume
you know
your
what?
things and then
Also
get
with
rest.
decor. Like my space is like very airy. It's like a princess type deal.
Yeah.
And he's rolling with, dark woods and blues and
Yeah.
stuff, right? So it gives us the freedom to like be ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So-
I get it. I got a separate living room for my husband. But I always wind up on his. Because I don't want to mess my couches up.
Yeah.
I'm a nah, but I can appreciate understanding why people do, whether it's sleeping habits or,
Yeah.
or whatever. So I totally get it. But for me personally, I'm a no. Okay, talking to your ex
I knew you were going to answer that one.
while you're in a new relationship. Like on
Hell
the regular.
Nah. Absolutely, positively, nah. Okay? You still are attached to that person if you feel the need to connect, communicate, follow on social, watch and pry what's going on in their life. There are all these messages, frequencies, and signals that are being sent to you, downloaded, that is keeping you informed with what's going on with them. There are still fond memories there, and it is extremely unhealthy.
Nah. My question, though, follow up to that. I've not been in this position, but I've had friends who are. What if you are dating somebody, and as part of their friend group, one of the exes is still there? So if
That's
you're
so
if you're
crazy.
going over,
friend group.
how do you navigate that? So let's say I go over to a barbecue. I'm dating a new girl. Part of the friend group is like, let's say, her college boyfriend. They haven't dated in 10, 12 years. How do you advise people navigate that? Is that a realistic deal breaker? If you're like, he's way too close, I don't want to be there if he's there. Like,
We're
how
gonna
would
go to
you?
the barbecue. We're gonna cook out. What we're not gonna do is text afterwards how we felt about the barbecue and how our day was, and oh, that's so funny what Jimmy said when he fried that burger. Like, that is an exchange of intimacy, emotional intimacy at that, right? And I do believe, need to cut off connections after an ex. Usually what happens, though, is we get so attached that we want to keep either that door open, and some of us will say, well, no, I don't want them back. No. But a part of you still appreciates their attention. There's something about them that they were fulfilling or giving you that you want to hold on to. And that is a threat to a relationship.
So initially I was going to skip this question. Yeah, because this is a loaded question for me, and mine listens to every Shamelessly Shontay episode.
Your ex or your husband?
Husband. So, I think it might be best to be skipped.
She's opting out. Is that fair? Can the host opt out?
I do have a story, though. So, Avery, recently, and everyone here in this room, recently, I had a celebration, and it was in another country, and to get better weather, we wanted to go to another country close by, right? And this other country, one of my boyfriends from college lived in the country. So I was like, hey, we're going to go to this country. We're never coming back to this country again. He lives here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what do you think about just having dinner? It was a little bit of pushback at first. Like, oh, we only have like 2 to 3 nights here. Are you sure that's how you want to spend your time? I'm like, yeah. Like, for a meal, why not? He can bring his wife. We're just to catch up. And so anyway, he ended up coming by himself, no wife. And my husband did very well. Good. Very well. And it showed a high level of maturity.
Yeah.
For my eyes, for my husband, but also to see that there was nothing there. This is over 25 years ago,
What about your ex wanted you to what about your ex made you want to be back in his company?
So I don't even really consider him like an ex, right? Like,
what about your situationship made you want to be back in his company?
Well, because we were in the country.
What about him as a human?
He's a nice person. We had the same kind of like goals and aspirations coming up through college, and it was just kind of a check in, and part of me was just like, how can you be in this side of the world, in this small little country, and not see how someone is doing? That's how I felt. And so we connected, and that's it. So there isn't much conversation in between, like definitely not on a day-to-day. But just, every now and then, whether it's every 5 years, hey, Shontay, I see in this article, looks like you're killing it, you're crushing it. Thanks. Hope teaching's going well. And that's really it. But it was cool.
Can I just ask one more question? If you and this applied the same way, if you and your husband went to Fiji and his ex was there, you'd be like, that. Invite her to dinner with me.
Yeah, he asked me that.
Yeah.
Fine. It'd be fine.
You guys, this would be next level, let's say, maturity.
Mm-hmm.
If that's how you guys operated. Us as a society are not that mature.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of society cannot handle that.
Mm-hmm. I know. It was surprising, but it felt good.
Okay, so that is not how I meant the question, though. I think Well, seriously, because I see what's more common. There isn't that much distance between the time
Yeah.
of the relationship. So
That's why I
we're
said skip
talking
me.
like your most recent ex.
That's why I said
right?
skip me.
Yeah, because it's like, why are you still checking in? Why does this person feel like? And this is not my personal situation, but I've seen it, and we've had someone close to us that kind of shared something like this with us, and we all had a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a relationship, but this last one is still somebody that you're calling to check in, that person calls and checks in with you. It seems a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
more than odd.
You would trigger though,
unhealthy.
Kimberly.
yeah, because I think there's a difference. I think if it's somebody that was your ex 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, they've moved on, they're in a successful, happy relationship, you're now in a successful, happy relationship, then yeah, what's the harm? Get together, you meet each other's spouses, you have a nice dinner, see you later. This isn't that. This is somebody that it's a consistent check-in, and they feel it's okay. And though your new partner is uncomfortable with it, and you're like, well, too bad.
Yeah, which a lot of people do.
That doesn't seem healthy, and I think that's more common. That's more common.
That are like, well, I was friends with my ex before we got together, so they're going to stay my friend forever. And it's a domino effect of challenges. But even, and respectfully, even the situation that you were in, that you put your husband in, I love that he challenged you back on like, would this be fair, and you do this back. I am not woman enough for us to go to an invite or go halvesies on a dinner or comp any woman that my husband has been inside. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way to
We're
think
not gonna
about
do
it, for sure, right? Yeah.
But I understand people staying connected and still caring for exes and having a difference of, opinion about how you handle those situations. What I see, though, is more problems than what you probably have experienced in your dynamic. Like, my daily life is dedicated to helping couples that are struggling with those challenges. So of course I'm gonna have a more biased opinion about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was in awe, obviously. Okay, I have a lot, and I know we need to
It's
shut
my
down.
fault. I talk too much.
No, it's okay. So I
and
only
I be asking questions back. I'm like, wait.
No, so I only have a few more, and I think these are ones that are very common, so probably come up in your work. Sharing passwords.
Yes. Absolutely.
Sure. I got no problem with it.
No. I have all his passwords. He don't have my passwords.
I'm going to push, like, you can't just say something
Yeah,
like
of course
that. That would be,
you
what? Okay.
He could guess him. I'm sure he
Why?
can guess him. I'm just saying.
I have,
But I'm
I
not
have a
just
million
like,
questions for you after
here
the
you
show.
go. No.
Why do you
Because I ain't on it like that.
get
No.
that? And because
He's
that
on it like
sounds
that.
like an imbalance of trust.
He's always been an oversharer. I'm an undersharer, depending on the situation. He's an oversharer. He's been given his password first day. No, I don't
Okay.
need your password first day.
And
Now,
if he asked
I'm
you
not
for
gonna
it, if
require
he
my
started
face to be on his
if he
phone.
started demanding it, if he's like, I need your passwords, would you give it?
You see how I'm looking at you?
This is your husband. You were sharing your entire life with him. You want to share your passwords?
He don't need my password. He don't need
We
my
are
password.
holding our passwords tight.
He don't need my password.
What do you think he's going to do? Give me, once again, worst case scenario. I think he might.
I don't know.
I think he may.
I don't know. Nothing.
Tell me where your imagination is going.
It doesn't go nowhere because he doesn't. He won't do nothing.
Lies, because your belief system is telling you and protecting you for a reason. It's telling you worst case scenario.
So I'm a private person, so that applies to like many things. So even with whatever is in my phone or my laptop, it's private to me, right? So I don't think he's necessarily going to do anything. It's just how I'm conducting myself. So it's
and you
all
don't want
about
him
me.
to see your conducting.
Huh?
You
No,
don't
it
want
ain't
him to
about. It ain't about him. It's about me. It's about me. It ain't about him.
And he accepts. Yes, I don't need your passwords.
Yeah, he don't be stressing me about nothing.
You found your person.
Oh yeah, he don't be stressing me about much at all. But he
found
could
your
guess
person.
him though if he needed to. If I'm like,
But you would feel a
hey, so-
violation if he was like, "Oh, I was just in your email." You would feel violated.
I'm like, huh? That wouldn't even come out his mouth.
husband, if you're listening, don't ever tell her you know all her passwords. Because the partners know the passwords, but they just pretend like they
guess
don't.
it if he needed to guess it. But I do have a sheet, though, just in case something happens to me. The email will go out and he'll have all my passwords. But currently, present while I'm alive, that man does not have my passwords. But when I'm deceased, he'll have my passwords.
And he gave them to you. Have you ever used them?
Him?
The passwords he gave to
No,
you.
and
Did
you
you ever
know what's
use
so
them?
funny? Currently, he'll give me his phone. And I'll be like, what's your password again? I know it. What's your password again? What's your password? He'll be like, you know the password. I'm like, I forget. So I
My
just
husband be doing that to me
over
too.
and over and over. He's just giving me the password.
Like today,
Because
today
I
you
don't
forgot my
like
password.
I don't like want him to think that it is more than what it is, right? I don't even look at so if he takes a picture of me and it's in his phone, I don't go to send it. I let him send it because I don't need to see who he's texting. So take your phone and send me this picture or airdrop it. That's how I do it.
How long have y'all been married?
Not that long, but together for a while. But he is super open. This is just a Shontay thing.
I love how open he is with you because
Yeah.
he probably wouldn't even have made it this far with you had he not established like next level vulnerability, intimacy, trust, all of these things.
Because I've been with the opposite and
Yeah.
it's awful.
You've been with someone controlling, controlling and insecure.
All.
You found your person.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, you found your person for sure.
What you got, Kimberly?
Yeah. Okay.
Because she won him.
Yeah.
She wants him.
Yeah, we have each other's passwords. Okay. Is it possible to be in love with more than one person?
I believe that it's possible to love more than one person, but to be in love, right? Like infatuated equally with each person, I think is not possible, right? Someone's going to suffer. Someone's going to get a higher percentage. There is no you get 100% and you get 100%. I think that when you lend your heart to somebody else to share, separate from the person who maybe you've dedicated yourself to, there's a shift within you. Okay, there's a shift that happens where your attention, your affection, and your plans for the future, all of the things that you have dedicated to them now has to be split. And you're doing that partner a disservice by taking, let's say, their percentage away. Let's say maybe this is a trust fund, right? And it's like, okay, I was going to give you $1 million. Now I'm taking $700,000 and I'm putting it over here to this other person. You would be like, I'm getting gypped. And 9 times out of 10, even in poly relationships, someone's getting gypped. Someone's getting jealous. Someone is not reaping the benefits. If we even talk about this from a child standpoint, we all had siblings, and we know not all of us were treated equally. Parents may have loved us, but there's the favorites always, which creates a jealous dynamic.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I don't think there's a person on earth mature enough to fully be like 50-50. You get this much love, you get this much love. I just don't think you can. And it just seems like somebody is losing out.
Someone will suffer.
And why should the person who's losing out stick around is my thing. Like I wouldn't tolerate that either.
Of getting 100%.
No, for
But that's what I'm saying.
being grateful for that 30%. So usually it's not just, I think that they'll eventually love me 100%. It's, I'm only getting this 30% and I can survive off of this 30%.
Yeah.
Like they're actually thinking that 30% is really all that they deserve, or they wouldn't accept
Yeah.
the 30%.
Yeah, and my thing is like it's not my job to convince you I deserve 100%. Period. I'm not here to fight for this.
Period.
Like I'll fight for the relationship, but I'm not here to fight that I deserve
and I will say
this love.
on behalf of them, right? Not everybody requires worship, adoration,
Sure.
dedication, loyalty. Some people are okay with just attention.
Yeah. And it ain't me.
And it ain't us.
No context. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Yeah, I'm a nah.
You can't be in love with two people.
Right.
You can't be in love with two people.
I'm a nah. Yeah.
Ask the cheater question, Kimberly.
Okay, I was like, should I end with that one? So I guess I'll end with that one. Once a cheater, always a cheater?
No. However, it's like a 300% chance that they're going to cheat again. without doing the proper work, healing, finding out what voids were occurring, what habits, the challenges they experienced from adolescence to adulthood, why they made the decisions that they did, what was going on in the relationship, without doing the actual work, right, the internal work, that person is usually, 9 times out of 10, going to repeat. So if they don't want to be a repeat offender, they will do the work required to make the relationship work. But they have to love you and love themselves enough to want to be the better person to do what is required. Mm-hmm. Most people don't want to do what is required, and they stay in those patterns that made them a cheater to begin with. But I counsel and I help couples all the time who have had affairs, and we're able to make the relationship work. But there's a lot of changes that have to be made. A lot of things to, in insurance policies, right, that have to be like, implemented in order for the relationship to be sustainable.
Yeah, I think there's 2 different scenarios. So if it's something like, let's say you cheated on a college boyfriend, and in the past you've done the work or whatever, even somebody in your 20s.
I did the work.
And you did the work, and you're like, that's not me anymore, a huge mistake. Then I'm for, I think you can change.
Yes.
Then not once a cheater, always a cheater, no. But if we're in a relationship and you cheat on me, we're done, full stop.
As an adult, as like
I don't care the explanation.
Yep.
Doesn't matter to me.
Oh.
We're done. Stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That's it. I don't care what the explanation is. I don't care what you do to make up for it. It's like that is done, and you're not building that bridge back. No. Nah. If we had kids, then I would be much more open to it. If it's just you and me and we're married, nah.
So look, that's
nope.
Let me throw that in there. I say this all the time. If my husband cheated right now, he ain't going nowhere. I'm getting my lick in too. Okay, I got someone on the backup phone list. I have his IG DM on standby. I am sliding up in there.
So you cheating anyway then?
What I'm saying is we will do the healing work after I get my lick in. But because we have a family now and I'm not going to destroy my family.
Heard what I said?
What?
I said, do you think you're cheating now then if you already got somebody in the wings?
No. And this is because they don't know I exist.
Okay.
Let me hit a little save real quick because this, IG pay was fine. And should anything happen, I know who to circle back to, right? Like it was one of those situations when we first got together that like I made very clear to him, commitment or nothing. And he is 1,000% committed to me. But I joke about this playfully, but even as hardcore as I am about commitment, I also am anti-divorce. I also am anti-break up your home. I'm so pro 2-parent home that we're going to work through this. Like, we're going to work it out. And I love him so much that should that happen, I'm going to pour into healing the relationship after I get my lick in. And that's the crazy, spicy side of me, okay? And it's going to be with his CEO. I already told him.
So the question is, once a cheater, always a cheater? For men, yes. Women, no.
For men, yes. Women, no.
Yep. If a man is a cheater, he will always be a cheater. If a woman is a cheater, she will not always be a cheater.
Okay. I'm gonna statistically push back on that.
Go ahead.
And say,
I think
both very much are likely to cheat again.
This is your thought.
Your
thought.
feeling and experience is that women can change, men can't.
They do it for different reasons. And usually if a woman is stepping out, there is a big reason. I think men step out just because they can. They want that attention real quick. They get older and it's like, they still got it. And it's just like, it could be just a young woman just looking at them, So I just think that there's different reasons and that's what it is. So like I had people in my family, like old head boomer status.
Boomer status.
And you like, wait, you did what? You ain't age out yet? Like, why you ain't age out yet? We're all baffled.
That testosterone man.
Baffled. Right? But I don't see the women doing that at the age of 65, 66. Oh, somebody says yes in the room that he said.
Well, because we know what's popping at the old people's homes. We already know.
The sexual spread disease.
Correct.
Are at old.
They still getting it in.
So I just think that it's what I said, literally. It's literally what I said. People do what they do for certain reasons, and yes, I'm not saying women don't cheat, because they do. They do. But I think that they will stop if they have that man that they are feeling completely 100 satisfied with. I don't believe that men do the same.
Broken is broken. Destruction is destruction. But I hear you. I do hear you.
Yeah.
I'm a no. I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. I want to believe that people can heal and change and forgive, but I also understand your point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard. I can only
If
imagine.
we were boyfriend and girlfriend, I would totally be like, I'm out. Let me go get somebody who's not a cheater.
Would you do that if you were married, no kids? And is there a timeline?
Married, no kids, I would probably still leave.
Okay.
Yes, because I work out every day, just in case, okay?
Kimberly, are you leaving? Are you leaving, Kimberly? Are you leaving?
No, I'm willing to do the work, I can say that, though.
Yeah.
Because I've never been through it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, because I've seen people who have been through it, and it's like,
It's gut-wrenching.
oh my gosh. So my answer is no. I don't believe a cheater is, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I want to believe that I would have the strength and the ability to forgive and work through it. I hope I never have to find that out, because I do think it would be really tough.
Yeah, I might catch a case. And I've told my friends, listen, you better get on the flight. If I call you, can you please get on the flight and come get me right now? Right now.
If he cheated, you think you would hurt him?
Oh, he's definitely getting hurt. It's not even a question. First instinct, for the most part. First instinct, yeah.
I bet you checking them passwords then.
It just depends. When something is like off and behavior is weird, you could sense it, right? A woman has intuition.
But you're still not gonna check the password.
I would ask him, and I don't think he's gonna lie to me. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lie to me. So yeah, he's gonna get injured. He's gonna get injured, and he better not call the cops.
You better take this
Great way to
licking.
end it.
He better not call the cops, and she better not either.
Ooh.
Y'all, this is what y'all
The
did.
threats have been there. See, and hearing that, I wouldn't have said your man's fine either. I would have been like, there's a killer over here.
No, in all seriousness, though, I asked Kimberly, what would she do, right? Mm-hmm. So the question is, what would I do now, right? In all seriousness, I'm a Libra, so I never want the smoke. I never want the smoke, and I'm never gonna give somebody that power over me to bring me out of character.
Did you guys have a prenup?
You're asking a lot.
I thought this was shamelessly.
I
can't ask nothing.
You know what,
Dang.
though? This is how we feel about it too. We really wanted to be shameless, but sometimes we can't be as shameless as we want.
I
Kimberly,
get
do you
it. I
agree?
get it.
Yeah.
We try to be shameless, and we want people to be open and share.
We still want to protect.
But we understand that there are some things that
So-
are still private.
I get that.
So for me, I don't know if I need to work that out. But what he'll say to me is, I will never give you that. That's the easiest way for you to leave me. That's what he says. I will never give you
That's
that.
kind of romantic.
It is very.
I will never give you that,
I
Shontay.
like
So I feel so what that does,
Kind of love it.
though, is I feel very safe.
I feel safe too now with him.
Yeah. I feel very safe. I feel very safe. So anyway.
I love it. I love it.
Listen, I didn't even go through all of them because I think it just shows how complex relationships can be,
Yeah.
and there are just so many different dynamics. So Thank you for playing.
Thank you for having this fun game. And I think that what your questions are highlighting too, even with like us doing like panel discussion type, is why the conversations are so needed in relationship, because we can have such a difference of opinion. And I just swiped on you, now we're dating, and you have a completely different system than I do when it comes to governing your relationship and your values. So these conversations are important. You should know these up front, where you stand with someone.
100%.
So, before we go, tell us what you got going on next. What should we look out for?
Well, if you guys happen to have a little, streaming service called Netflix, I would love for you guys to go watch Sneaky Links on Netflix. I'm the relationship expert on this show. The Spicy Life book is coming out soon.
Congratulations.
So thank you. Finally finished the book.
Yeah.
I'm killing it at motherhood and running my Spicy Life empire, but being a mom is the most challenging relationship I've ever had. Like the parenting relationship with your kid, I'm like, I said I wouldn't ever be in a toxic relationship, and here is my son running all over me.
Oh.
So the motherhood book will be coming out soon. That book also will be coming out.
I love the transparency.
Yes.
Love it. Love
Yes.
it. Okay, and you're listening to Shamelessly Shontay. Bye.